Yeah, I had to sit down for this one. And for those of you who actually read the title of this video or saw the thumbnail and decided to click on it, thank you. I'm glad you're here. This is not really the video I wanted posted for the last video of the year or the first video of the year. So if you're watching this in 2025 still or 2026, again, thank you. If you like what I have to say, hit the like button. If you don't like what I have to say, hit the dislike button or anything else. If you want to continue the conversation, please do so in the comment section down below. And again, this is not really something I prepared to do right now. Matter of fact, I was going to, over the course of this weekend, record an audio episode to post up, hopefully by the end of the year. That way, we could kick off the new year with a fresh start. And I was planning to talk about a couple other things that are happening in the space, including Stranger Things Part 5. I would say Stranger Things Season 5 Part 2. And hopefully, who knows? I might wait until the new year to post that audio episode so I can watch the season and series finale this New Year's Eve when I get back in from doing other things and celebrating the new year. But I digress. For those of you who did ignore the title or just clicked on the video randomly for background noise, I, again, don't blame you. And for those who are going to ask in the comments in regards to where to find the audio comment stuff, because my audio stuff tends to be way different than what you see here on the tube of views. So now get back to the original topic. Is what I'm talking about is Borderlands Gearbox doing their 12 days of their Mercenary Day Advent Calendar, and it's going to be like 12 days or something like that. Do I have an issue of Gearbox or inherently 2K doing something like this that is kind of holiday neutral for the players? No, I don't have a problem with that as a whole, just that what they're doing to give the players. And now, mind you, I'm coming from a point that I've seen the numbers and I've been following. Yeah, I understand that a lot of you out there are probably keyboard warriors. I'm going to put that going to probably complain in the comments section, acting like Randy Pitchford simps or Borderlands simps. Fine, whatever. You're giving me engagement. I don't care. Call me a crybaby all you want. Because I have been watching the numbers, and I do understand that Gearbox and inherently 2K have been fumbling Borderlands 4 for the past couple of months. Have things gotten better? Yes. Just like what they've been doing with 3, for every issue that they correct, they break. And a lot of the comment section I've been seeing under their most Mercenary Day posts, you do have a lot of folks that the simps are calling crybabies, like myself, because they didn't finish fixing 3 and everything else. So yeah, you have, if you're wondering how many people are currently playing Borderlands 4, according to a lot of the metrics, granted to only Steam, it's about 4.5 thousand people for the month. That's currently 4.5. And I've been rounding up to about 10,000 people because I'm trying to include PlayStation and Xbox and probably inherently Switch players in that as well. But compared to how the numbers were back in September when the game came out, that is barely a percent. It is a percent, a little more than a percent of what happened back in September. And for those who don't know, back in September when the game launched, for the first, I don't know, week and a half, there was about over 300,000 people playing. And as soon as the end of September hit, dropped down to about 35,000. November dropped down to maybe about 15. Now in December, it's maybe about 10. That's across the board. And because of that, again, tinfoil hat here on my head, I want to say a lot of what Gearbox is doing over the past month, including Mercenary Day, has been a effort to get more players in, and I don't think it's working. It's doing because people have a history of seeing what they do, and one of the things that I laughingly try to tell a lot of folks out there that are diehard Borderlands fans is that I try to tell them and remind them that, according to Randy Pitchford, this is a premium game for premium players, and also would not go on sale until roughly the end of 2026. And here it is, the end of 2025, and the game is currently on sale. And it might not be a deep discount, but it is a discount for the game, a roughly new game at that. So, why am I complaining about Mercenary Day's Advent Calendar, which is roughly 8 days, as of this recording, 8 days in, and has 4 days left. And if I want to fully complain, I should wait until probably the new year to post this up. If anything, I'll post something in the comments in regards to that, or I'll post an update video. It'll give me something to post for the new year. But here we are. We've gotten trying to give you the rough rundown in regards to what they posted over the past 8 days. That's including today. You had a scan, a audio log, a skin, a key, an audio log, 2 keys, and a skin. My gripe is not so much with the skins, but with the 2 audio logs, and in regards to the 2 codes for keys, which combined are 3 keys. And my question when I posted in regards to Borderlands and Gearbox, in regards to the audio logs, why are we getting audio logs? Again, you could have posted anything. Codes for weapons that have less than a 0.1% drop rate in the game, or heck, you could have offered up skins for the weapons, but no, none of that. And well, some of you will point, well, the vault card has skins for weapons and other stuff, but still, they could have created more skins for this event and released those as shift codes for Mercenary Day's Advent Calendar. Now, in regards to the keys, the first code that was given to us was for 1 key. The second code that was given us for any amount of keys was for 2 keys. My gripe in regards to that is, for the first month that we had Borderlands 4, was we got dripped out 1 key at a time. Then over the past, month or so, we were getting codes for the same average of 3 keys that we've gotten before. Technically, if you want to be real nitpicker, and let's do that for the sake of this video, is the aspect of, with the codes that were dropped for Borderlands 4, we technically got 4 keys. 1 diamond key and 3 golden. And so we could have gotten 3 keys each time. And by the way, we could have gotten more than 3 keys. And why? And it comes to the aspect of why I'm making this video. When the past games have been out, or when we were getting like Borderlands 3 and Tiny Tina's Adventures game that came out, full-length game that came out a few years ago. For Borderlands 2 and the prequel, we got guns. So they could have given us codes for guns in Borderlands 4. And plus, when these games came out, I'm talking about Borderlands 3 and the $60, $70 Tiny Tina's game, we got like 75 and 100 keys for Borderlands 2. I don't know if we got those codes were good for the prequel, but we got them for Borderlands 2. So they could have gave us a butt ton of keys for the advent counter. Whoa, that was for Borderlands 2. Why are you going? It just proves the point. They could have given us a butt ton of keys, but didn't. And it's also the aspect of, we've been also getting loads of other free content over the past month that some have stated should have been behind a paywall. Meaning that I think it was like the raid boss, not so much the raid boss, but the vault keys were, not vault keys, vault cards were supposed to be, or some of the aspects that they have been releasing over the past couple of weeks should have been behind one of the DLC paywalls. And they've been kind of, here, have some free stuff. It's for the holiday season, which has been pissing people off because a lot of them are saying, hey, I paid over $100 for the Ultimate Edition, and here you are giving out content that has been marked as paid content as free content. So I can understand their frustration in regards to that, but when you have friends like my buddy Mad Eye that can't really afford the Ultimate Editions or the add-ons or anything like that, this is good for him because it allows him to have a lot of extra content to play. Now, to me, like I said, the whole Mercenary Days thing is, with the keys and the audio logs, are a chip. They could have done more. They could have gotten more. And their opinions on people like myself have been talking about it on Facebook, on Twitter, like, why are you giving us only 2 or 3 keys? For Mercenaries, you could have given us skins, you could have given us weapons, you could have given us a whole hell of a lot more than just a key, or 2 keys, or an audio log. That's lame, that's stupid, it's pointless. And the simps come out in full force saying, well, I've been playing this game for, 300 plus hours. Congratulations on being like a Destiny player. Because I pretty much stopped playing Borderlands about a month ago. No, less. I tried the new raid boss that was dropped earlier this month, and my opinion, annoying as hell. I'm gonna put it like that. And one of the other things that some of the simps on Facebook, at least Facebook, were saying like, well, they don't want to drop a whole mess of keys because that can make the player too overpowered. Ooh. Really. For those of you out there that have that mindset and want to simp over that mindset, let me tell you this. When the first Borderlands came out, yes, I was there 3,000 years ago. They didn't mind overpowered. You wanted to be overpowered. Nobody cared about Borderlands. So, we were overpowered. No one cared. You ran around overpowered, fine. 2. When 2 dropped, we were trying to be overpowered so we could do the higher levels and go into like OP, whatever it was, overpowered level 10 and so forth and so on, and ultimate Vault Hunter mode. And, so we could just go in and kind of be on par and just not be totally frustrated. But because Borderlands 2 is vastly popular, I'm not denying that, Gearbox and inherently 2K decided that's a bad thing. We can't have overpowered. And a lot of the newer players, the casual players that came into it, were whining and crying that they were too overpowered. Don't know why that's a bad thing. Especially when you have annoying bosses and or bosses that I've mentioned before that have a rubber band problem, meaning that if you're playing on normal difficulty, that one shot you. And a lot of you out there will be already in the comment section hammering that keyboard or on your smartphone going, Will, I played with friends and I played with friends too. Teams of 3, teams of 2, and teams of 4. We tried so many bosses in the prequel, got our rear ends handed to us. Tiny Tina was the same way on normal difficulty. We got our asses handed to us. We had to have a rotating people go down to make sure we chipped away at that boss so that we could actually beat the boss. But a lot of times, and it usually took us 30 minutes, 40 minutes to beat a boss, being beyond the level of the boss, because again, the boss would one-shot us, the whole group. And yeah, and when you have now a raid boss that, 1, can do that, 2, even someone who is overpowered has a character that is reasonably overpowered, not too overpowered. It took me close to an hour to beat that raid boss. I have friends that played Borderlands, tried the raid boss, and like, yeah, I don't want to play this raid boss anymore. Why? Because as soon as I get in, die. So why play? And when they play, I'm not on to help. So what's the point? This is the frustration a lot of players are having. And I've had one person on Facebook, well, I am an Ultimate Vault Hunter 6. Yeah, for one thing, that's not a flex now. In Borderlands 2, saying you were OP10, yeah, that could have been a flex. Now, that's not a flex. Being OP6 is not a flex. The thing is, and I had to tell that person, I was like, listen, I do everything that's required to go from Vault Hunter 1 up a level. I complete everything, I do what's required, and guess what? I can't go from Vault Hunter 1 to Vault Hunter 2 all the way up to Vault Hunter 6. So therefore, there is a problem with the game. Still. And if I'm having issues with it, So can other people. So that's one problem. So what might not happen for one person and is able to progress from Vault Hunter 1 to 6, other people doing the same thing, not upgrading. So it's a problem. It's an issue. And what other things I've been saying is like, we don't want, they're not really complaining about Mercenary Day. They are complaining about the fact that we have Ultimate Vault Hunter levels, but no true Vault Hunter level. Meaning, whereas in like Borderlands 2, or in Borderlands 3, you could pretty much you had normal and hard, and you could upgrade to the next level and be very hard, or extremely hard, or reset and start over. You can do that. Not with Borderlands 4. The only way to do that is with a new character. And let's pause here, because I have a little bit more to say before I close things out, because there's a train. Let's see if we close this out before another train comes by. As I was saying, is that a lot of people are complaining, not just about how, or what we've been, like myself, been complaining about what we've been getting with Mercenary Day. We were complaining about, a lot of the folks were complaining that we're not getting an Ultimate Vault Hunter, a true Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, or a combination of what they have now with a true Vault Hunter mode, which means it's a game plus with the added difficulties, because the Ultimate Vault Hunter modes is just we're giving buffs to your enemies, and that's it. We're not making the game overall harder. So yeah, that's what a lot of folks actually want. They want the game have a way to. The game is a new game, but actually a tad bit harder. They're not getting that. One of the other things that I want to agree with is that some people have tried to call me out of it when I complained about it. Not Mercenary Day, but earlier with the boss aspects, the raid boss. And that being is like, why are you complaining about it, old man, and so forth and so on. It's the aspect of, again, the reason why a lot of folks like myself who are highly critical of Borderlands is because 2 was, and we compare it to 2, is because 2 should have been the blueprint. It's not. It's the now become almost the redheaded stepchild of the redheaded stepchild, while in reality the games that are coming out are the redheaded stepchildren of the redheaded stepchildren. Because with 2, when the base game came out, there was already a raid boss put in. There was already a raid boss in the game. And when each of the DLC came out, they had their own raid bosses, for the exception of the Headhunter packs. Since then, when Borderlands 3 came out, it took almost a year for the raid boss to drop. With the Tiny Tina Adventures, you had to find the raid bosses in the Mayhem levels by searching for codes and lighting and pushing buttons and hopefully getting to the raid boss. And it would be completely random. And with this one, Borderlands 4, we waited about 4 months to get a raid boss. They're not already in the game. Depending on who you talk to, it's already in the game, just that you have to wait for them to unlock it or pay for it in some way. It's why you have a lot of folks highly critical about it, namely, just search the popular 2, at least the popular person that was highly critical about Borderlands 3 and a lot of the previous aspects for it was Morning After Kill. He was very highly critical over a lot of stuff that was going on. He told everybody he wasn't picking up for, he's not playing for. As far as I can tell, he didn't. The other person that I've seen that, again, was critical about or gave it a relatively negative review of Borderlands 4 was Angry Joe. A lot of people, even myself, I didn't really give it a negative review. I showed all the problems with it and what the issues were. And I also talked about the aspect of how, in regards to everything, Randy, in essence, helped shoot the game in its own foot by being Randy Pitchford. And like I said, to kind of reiterate what I said at the start of this video, and inherently this solo video podcast, vlog, whatever you want to call it, it's just a way of trying to get people back playing into Borderlands. And it's not working. Again, not working. It's a way of like, hey, yeah, we understand. All you have to do is type in the shift code or copy paste the shift code into the game, shift.gearbox.com or Borderlands, whatever the website is, and hit submit, and you got it. Yeah, true. But doesn't mean I have to actually log in the game. I just put in the code, the website, it's in the game when I boot up the game. And a lot of people are probably those that are going to pick up the game, or at least try the game, are going to be folks either like me, that, oh, we got a raid boss, let me see if I can find it. Unfortunately, it was not off the beaten path, but yeah, a lot of folks were having, from what I heard, a little bit of a struggle trying to find where to go. It wasn't like really out in the open. You had to kind of wedge yourself into a little corner, and there would be a new bulletin board with a new boss on it, or a new way to get that boss. So yeah, it just like they're just doing the numbers and painting. Will there be a Tiny Tina's Game 2? No. I don't know. As much as I would probably be interested in it, if anything, I'd pick it up for aspects of the show. No. I doubt, the way things are going now, if there would be a Borderlands 5, I also doubt that. Again, I'm one of the folks, if there is, I'll be kind of weirdly surprised over it, but considering what I've heard from some people, it's Borderlands is the next Call of Duty, so to speak, meaning let's do a Borderlands type tie-in or title every year, meaning like, okay, this year we're going to put out an actual Borderlands game. Next year it's going to be a Telltale's type Borderlands game. Then it's going to be a Tiny Tina's game. Then we're going to do another Borderlands game, and therefore the quality of everything is going to go down like Call of Duty. A lot of people's like, well, the keys. Yeah, here's the thing. If what I say is true, if, big if, and you look at Gearbox's history, we're going to be lucky if we receive keys for the next Tiny Tina game and the next Borderlands game, because anything that they put out between, they're going to forget about. Right, and if you again made it this far and in the comment section typing away saying, "Oh, they haven't forgotten. They haven't forgotten." Really? They haven't forgotten? They haven't forgotten? Ask the Switch players who have Borderlands 3 if the game is fixed, because apparently Gearbox has forgotten about the Switch folks. That's number one. Number two, the Telltale Borderlands game that came out like a year ago, like a year or two ago. Yeah, how many shift codes were dropped for that? As far as I know, one. And hell, before the big Tiny Tina's Wonderlands game came out, Gearbox took a chunk of Borderlands 2 DLC, the Dragon's Keep DLC, made it a standalone game that you could play, sold it as a promotion for $10 or something like that, put a chest in that game so you could enter in shift codes and have keys for Tiny Tina's Dragon's Keep standalone. Guess how many keys they dropped for that? I want to say at least 2. That's it. 2 keys. That's it. Guess they don't want us to be overpowered, right? But then again, they forgot about that. They make games, they give us games to have fun and play, then they tell you, forget it. We're ignoring that. What? The Dragons Keep standalone? What Dragons Keep standalone? What Telltale's game? And if you asked a lot of the Wonderlands players, ask the Wonderlands players if they really like the DLC. Very small percentage like the DLC. That's the fact that everybody paid $10-15 for something about the size of a Headhunter's pack that we got in Borderlands 2. That's it. It wasn't extensive. It was just short, quick, and incomplete. And it looks like they're kind of doing the same thing, or might be doing. We don't have any true DLC dropping until probably sometime in 2026. So with that, I'm going to end this video because I've ranted long enough. It's been 30 minutes me doing this. A little bit more if you want to count the train that went by. But I'll probably see you next video. And again, if you want to visit any, support the channel or anything like that, the links are down below in regards to how you can do it. And also, like many people this time of year, like, well, I don't want to, I see you have a t-shirt link that helps support a buddy. I see you have a tip jar. I'm broke. Supporting the channel also includes hitting the like button, leaving a comment, and hitting the subscribe button, all of which are perfectly fine by me. Do what you need to do in some way supporting this channel. Even watching the video and having it play in the background supports this channel. Please do so. Thank you. I hope you have a good new year, or if you had a wonderful holiday season. I'm out.